Hey guys, welcome to episode 15 of my podcast. Today I have Hellfire with me today to discuss the top three weapons of trackers. Say hey, Hellfire.
Hello, everyone.
So, for those of you guys who are new, welcome. This is a series where I talk to a member of the community about something that I think is important and relevant to the MC5 scene right now. Today we're going to be talking about the top three weapons with Hellfire, who is the newest content creator of MC5. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
And that's a lot of work to
Yeah.
get there. And we're featuring his videos right here. That were some really great videos describing the class. So, let's go on ahead and get into it. So, what do you think are the best three weapons of tracker right now?
Okay, so
The
about
guns,
this
not the
question.
dogs.
Yep. So I think it would be better if we categorize the question into two because everyone is going to have his personal preference involved in it. So
Sure.
we can make two categories. So near about 90% of players would fit into these two categories.
Well,
So
I meant more like
yep.
what do you personally? What are your three top weapons personally? Not really what everyone's favorite is. More like what do
Mm.
you like? What would you go
Okay,
to?
so I think if I was a Marauder lover, I think I would personally just go for the a prestige weapon in that class because it's really very similar to Marauder weapons and the way it no scopes people. It's really similar to that one. But if we have to talk about what my personal preference is, then I think it would be. Let's start from the number three. Then let's go in the ascending order.
Sure.
For number three, I think the tier five weapon, in my opinion, is very good. Especially if we go for the headshots, it's very good in that criteria. Plus, the no scope of that weapon was very good in my opinion. It was pretty similar to uh, what we see on the Cork B, and personally, it was helping me focus on the headshots more often.
Okay.
And if we talk about its damage, let me just get to the stats.
All right.
Yep. Okay. And why would I personally pick the tier five trig weapon? And I will give you some reasons. And
Okay.
it has in my opinion, it has the highest accuracy among all other assault type tracker class weapons, which is 58%. It has second highest rate of fire among all other tracker class weapons, which is 600. Its unextended mag can hold the highest number of bullets among all other tracker weapons, which is 35. And its damage is second in all other assault class weapons in MC5. So I think it should give you an idea about how good this tier 5 weapon is. And honestly, this weapon, in my opinion, is literally a headshot machine. I tried it and I could easily kill opponents with 3 to 5 headshots, of course, depending on the distance. And
Yes.
additionally, as I said already, I'm a big fan of its iron sight. It's a really unique iron sight, just like the GS6 assault class Scorpio weapon. Now, I think, in my opinion, this is my number three weapons. And I'm not sure if you guys on mobile platform are going into the iron sight. You should be knowing it better because you have the mobile experience. So, do you guys go in the iron sight as well?
Well, that's a good question. You're asking if if we choose to hip fire iron sight. Well, if
Yep.
you iron sight, it's going to be more accurate, and a lot of mobile players choose to play on a bigger screen or a larger screen like the iPad. So they're really not playing on a super small screen like I would be. I play on my phone, but I personally do hip fire because it is more accurate. Um,
Yeah, that's what I
we
thought.
use both.
Yeah, I think, but you guys prefer the hip fire mode more often.
Not necessarily. See, I'm a
Hmm.
sniper, so like, and because of the way sniper is now, hipfire is not really an object. I mean, it works okay, but if you only choose to hip fire as a sniper, you're not going to do very well. You're not going to succeed super well. But I can kind of see that from like a small screen, point of view. You wouldn't see us scoping in as much. I guess I can sort of see that. You might scope in more than we would on a PC because you're a PC user compared to like me or someone.
Yeah, I think that's the main difference between PC and mobile players, that we more often like to go in the iron sight or the scope because it's kind of more accurate for us. And it's not that problem. We just need to right click and we end the scope right there.
Yeah, and a mouse is more accurate than a touchscreen is going to be too. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. We don't have access to that tool of the mouse. Okay, so the twig. Interesting.
Okay, so on number 2, I would like to place, I think, your favorite tier 1 weapon. It has the same rate of fire of tier 5 twig weapon, which is 600, I believe. Now, it's a SMG weapon, but it has the highest accuracy among all other SMG weapons of MC5. I'm talking about all the SMG weapons.
Is it an SMG?
Which is pretty close to... Yeah, it is SMG, with 100% accuracy. Which I think is enough reason to call it the second best weapon of tracker class, or the best SMG of MC5 for mid to long range battles. Now, other than that, it has the unique aiming system, which is pretty similar to Tier 7 Morph class weapon. But I would say that it's much quicker than Tier 7 Morph class weapon in terms of auto-locking a target. And secondly, people can't call it a try-hard weapon, in my opinion, because of the way of its functionality. Now, this weapon is only effective for headshots, so you need a little bit of skill, I would say, to lock the head, because the weapon is actually not very good on the body shots. So I think you must have observed it already, DulZi, that you have to lock the head in a specific pattern. You have to put the scope a bit above the head, and then it locks the head.
Yeah, but I guess it's not necessarily my favorite weapon, but for me, in my opinion, I mean, we're gonna get to my opinion, but in my opinion, it's probably the best weapon of the class. I think it's really
that's because you're on mobile platform.
Overpowered for Tier 1. I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, it's very overpowered for Tier 1. I think it's the best Tier 1 weapon in the game.
It is. It's not even a thing. It's definitely a Tier 1 weapon. Yeah, you're right. It is an SMG. An SMG with 100% accuracy. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's the best SMG right now in the MC5.
I mean, for sure. I mean, the rate of fire. The rate of fire is great, and really, it's the accuracy that gets it. Not even the damage. Damage is okay, but the accuracy is what gets it. What's your favorite weapon?
I would say it's with the headshots. You can compare this weapon to Grinder, but let's go to my best weapon. So I think we have to make a choice for the platform. It's kind of more based on the platform.
Okay.
So I think there are going to be 2 choices depending on 2 different platforms. Now, the mobile platform is more likely to prefer prestige weapon as its best weapon of track class. And on the other hand, PC players like me are going to choose the Tier 6 ethereal weapon as their best weapon of this class. And I will give you a bunch of reasons why I prefer it. First, ethereal is having 2 modes, assault plus the shotgun. So it's I think a perfect weapon in close range as well as the mid range. Secondly, this weapon, being an assault rifle, has the highest damage among all other tracker class assault type weapons. So even without any attachment on it, you do not have integrated any attachment, and still it adds up to 35 damage. I mean, if you compare it to Grinder, it's still better than the Grinder without any attachment. And now you can imagine what kind of damage you will get if you attach the flash hider to it. So, the damage is going to be insane with this weapon. And other than that, it has the highest accuracy of 52% and second highest rate of fire of 600 among all other assault type tracker weapons, which in my opinion earns it the best place among all other tracker weapons. That's my opinion, being a PC player, but I'm sure you being a mobile player would. I'm not sure. What's your best weapon as a mobile player?
So if I'm gonna talk about the tracker weapons, full disclosure, they're not really out yet completely, so it's really difficult to compare them to other classes in that sense, because most people who've utilized tracker would have used them with the tier 1 armor, no cores against everyone else.
Yeah.
So that's something to kind of keep in mind.
But I think
But
this weapon is going to be very insane when you're gonna have attachments on it. I think the damage will definitely touch the 40 with the flash hider on it.
I think my top three aren't really in any particular order. And I say this because as someone who owns the class and someone who has tried out most of the weapons, I still have my old weapons prefer to go to. I'll use BSW before I'll pick up one of these weapons. But if I were to pick a top three, I would. I have the tier 1 on the screen. I would pick the tier 1.
For the best weapon.
As one of the best weapons, one of the top threes. Maybe it's because I'm a mobile user, as you mentioned, but it's really easy for me to get headshots. It's really easy for me as someone who I am looking at a smaller screen, so I don't really have to aim that particularly hard. All I have to see is that scope load on in, and I know that someone's there, and I just keep on shooting, and they're going to die.
Even if you take the hip fire mode and you aim at the head, the guy instantly dies, just like the grinder.
Yeah, I don't even use it. I actually aim for this weapon. Again, maybe a lot of mobile users use hip fire. The ones I play with, because I tend to play with people who play a little more professionally, like ESL and whatnot. We tend to aim a little more because it's
definitely
because hip fire would indicate that our gameplay is a little more rushed. And MC5 is a very fast-paced game, so I could see that for sure. I could see someone saying that, but in terms of like competitive gameplay or like someone who plays competitively, their game style, you're going to have to scope in just because landing those shots is important. 100% important. I have my mind changed because before my top three would have been the tier 1, the tier 7, and the prestige. So let me go to the prestige first. The prestige weapon is a good weapon.
It is.
But the only thing I don't like about it is whenever I aim in, it's slow. And again, like I said, my play style is a little different than a lot of maybe regular players. I do aim a lot, so when someone like me who runs around with his weapon like this, and then I aim and then I realize oh crap, and it's slowing down, because I'll run up to someone and I'll start aiming for the head. You're pretty much dead. This is a weapon that slows down so that you're more accurate, but I think that it really hurt. I think that the ability it has is lowering the rate of fire when scoped in really hurts this prestige weapon a lot. And
I think there are two other things which annoys me with the prestige weapon. First one is that when you go in the scope, then you need like 4 to 6 shots. Now, being a sniper in a DMR mode, 4 to 6 shots are not what you should be looking for.
Yeah.
Now, if you're trying to kill someone in the long distance and you need 4 to 6 shots to kill someone, keeping in mind that there are many Marauder players in it, I think it's going to be very difficult to compete against the Marauders using the DMR mode.
Well, we bring up Marauder, but I think that any class, if you're at a distance and you're scoping in and it takes 3 to 4 shots to kill someone, you're not going to kill them with that slow. Unless they stand there, you're not really going to kill them. So
Nope.
I think that maybe, in my opinion, now this is my opinion personally, I think that maybe the scope in damage should be increased so that it has the same damage and rate of fire whenever you're hip firing. But when you scope in, I think that it should have much higher damage. I mean, 25 damage scoped in isn't great. Isn't really great.
It's just like the assault.
Actually, and I think on paper it does have higher damage on distance. Actually, maybe should be buffed. So it does have higher damage on distance. If you see, if you see here on the screen, technically does have same with they have decent damage.
Same. Yeah, for the DMR mode, I think it should be at least 50 plus damage.
I think actually. I mean, I think it just needs a buff, or like maybe that building needs to be tweaked so that when someone scopes in, it needs to be higher. It needs to act like an actual sniper and not like I'm gonna say like the Charvatech. I'm gonna probably compare it to that. I mean, because it's pretty similar, or that's what it reminds me of. Decent damage and low rate of fire is just not gonna cut it for something that's prestige. That's my opinion. So
I think you must have observed it already. There is something, I think, delay feature with the scope of this weapon when you are going to left or right. It kind of takes some time to go left.
Okay, so the scope functions just like the Lux Eterna does. I don't know if you've ever used the Lux Eterna, which is the tier 9 pistol. It functions the exact same way, so you can actually move. The scope kind of moves. It's a cool animation, and I don't have a huge problem with the scope as I do with the rate of fire and the damage being basically nerfed whenever you use a scope. So you're penalized for using a scope, which really would indicate a scope's harder to, I mean, it takes more skill to scope than it does just to kind of spray and pray.
Exactly.
I like the weapon. I think it needs to be tweaked. I think for a prestige, it just doesn't cut it for me as for a prestige. Because
or already complaining about the way its DMR feature is working because it's just not good enough for a prestige weapon.
It's not. It's good enough for maybe like a tier 7 or something, or tier 6.
Yeah.
But for me, as a prestige, it needs a little bit more tweaking, and that's okay. That's why we have these conversations. That's why and to kind of look at them and see if they need any tweaks. Now, before the tier 7 used to be my third favorite weapon, one of my top 3. The only reason why it's not one of my top 3 is because I'm going to be talking from a perspective of someone who's playing squad battles. So there are no rules. We're going to be using Yuki. We're going to see Paragon. You're going to see Marauder. You're going to see Dreadeye. You're going to see Grinder and whatnot. Well, this weapon's great whenever you're you don't have all that armor on. It's a one shot kill pretty much. But when you have all the armor on, it's a 2-shot kill, and the rate of fire it's okay, but it's not good enough to compete with any of those other weapons. So for it to be a tier 7 sniper and not to be a 1-shot kill all the time is not great. Maybe they should increase the damage and lower the rate of fire. Who knows?
I think for me, it's actually, if you go to the notes, the update notes of the update 29, it says
right in front of me.
Yeah, it's tier 4 and tier 7 are both DMRs, right? So people who don't know what DMR is, it's a designated marksman rifle, which is kind of effective in mid-range to engage multiple targets at a time. And I'm sure most of you would prefer marksman rifle rather than a bolt action rifle because MC5 is, as you said, it's actually a very fast-paced game.
Yeah.
Now, coming back to why I personally didn't include tier 4 or tier 7 was because just ask yourself 2 simple questions. Why would you prefer tier 4 DMR, which needs 3 shots to kill a Marauder, right? You can't compete against Marauder. And same goes for the tier 7 weapon. Now, the thing with tier 7 is it's a DMR, which means it has to be effective in the in the mid-range. But then Gameloft, I don't know what's wrong, but Gameloft did not add 4 times on this weapon. So even with the 6 times, which is the least scope available to this weapon, I don't think it's with the 6 time it's very effective in the mid-range. So I will personally suggest Gameloft to please add 4 times to this weapon. It will kind of really help people, tackle the Marauders and other players in the mid-range.
It's funny you keep on mentioning Marauder. I mean, I'm someone who, I think after the latest update, or I guess we'll address it because you keep on bringing up Marauder. I think it was addressed a little bit. Everyone says it wasn't. The weapons, okay, they're overpowered. We'll just take it out there. But in terms of the defenses, if you're using a bolt action sniper, and this was not true previously. If you use a bolt action sniper with a flash hider and damage cores, you will one shot that thing. It wasn't something that was true. Prior to update 29. So they did address that the defensive mechanisms of Marauder, which were really overpowered. So you can take them down now. It's just the weapons are really overpowered. I wouldn't even say a tier 7. Oh, and when most people talk about a Marauder, honestly, they talk about the prestige weapon. Sometimes the tier 6, but they mostly address the hands and grip. So
Yeah.
whenever you're discussing that, I wouldn't talk about a tier 7 taking down a prestige weapon. I wouldn't say, oh, the VRT would be great because it'd be great when handling Marauder. I would say, just a general, comparing to other tier 7 weapons, the VRT still isn't as good. It's a tier 7.
Yeah.
It's tier 7 sniper that takes 2 shots to kill. I mean, tier 7 is going to be used in SB every now and then. So it's a sniper that I think a 4-time scope suggestion is a good suggestion. I've never used 4. I don't use 4 times. I haven't used it like in 2 years, but I can see that with this particular sniper.
But I think now it's because most of the maps in MC5, as it's a very fast-paced game,
Yes.
you usually get into the close battle or the mid-range battle.
Sure.
So using 6 times on close range or in the mid-range, I don't think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And secondly, I think why would people actually prefer a tracker class DMR when you have a great advantage with the sniper DMRs, which is Evil Eye, right? You can see people where they are, you can see them through the wall. So being a sniper, I don't think I will ever touch the tier 7 when there are so many great DMRs sitting in the sniper class, right? Yeah. So I think they have to do something with the, at least scope 4 times will be very good with this weapon. And for close range, I think the dog with a sniper, it can come handy at that time, especially in the street maps, or if you talk about the vantage, it can help at that moment. Otherwise, I don't think someone will prefer a tier 7 over a sniper as DMR.
Okay. Well, that's that. I think that's a good discussion. Talking about the top 3 weapons. I mean, how do you feel about the class as a whole? In terms of compared to other weapons.
Okay, let's talk about assault. If you compare tracker against assault, I don't think it can. If someone is holding a grinder in his hand, I don't think putting a grinder and a tracker or aggressive tracker is a good idea. So what I think is a good comparison is a defensive tracker using his abilities and dogs, of course, and waiting for a guy with assault grinder, right? So at this point, I think dog is going to come very handy, and it can catch the assault class, and it can help you out at that point. But for now, I think maybe E12 weapon is a bit comparable to grinder in the close range, but usually it's a mid-range to long-range tracker class, which in an area where it's more effective in. So I don't think in the close-range assault tracker can beat the assault class. And same goes with the recon type or heavy class, that you can't beat them on close range, but of course you can beat them on mid-range to long range, which is actually addressed in the patch notes as well, that this class is very effective in the mid to long range, not in the close range. But of course, the ability of such like tracker, it can help you find, especially with the recon class. If you talk about the recon class, they mostly try to backstab you because they have the ability when they can see you on the minimap, right? So they're gonna try to backstab you. So I think at that point, the tracker ability of tracker class is gonna be very handy. You can see where the people are going. So you have kind of a heads up for where the opponent's gonna come.
Sure. So just a general question, because I think maybe I should have worded my question better. How do you feel tracker affects the meta, the current meta? Meaning that this means, how do you feel? Do you feel like it changes the balance of anything right now, like in terms of what's the strongest and what's the weakest, or do you think it adds value to some stuff? Do you think it makes something better? It makes one class worse? Do you understand?
Yeah, I think with the introduction of this class, the MC5 as a whole has evolved. There are dogs running around. They can catch you. You're dead once they catch you. So I think the classes like heavy class, support class, bounty hunter, and same goes for the scepter class. I think they're they are now have a threat from the tracker class. They have dogs running around. They can catch you there. Of course, it's not gonna work against Marauder or the assault class because it's very fast. And I also observed that the dogs can't usually catch the Marauder class, which is kind of strange because of the speed of this tracker class, of the Marauder class. But I think still it kind of made four classes. It made a bit threat to them in the close range, I think.
I think I like I said, I haven't really used Tracker much to really like in a public match in a while to see how it does. I played a 1v1 for someone with someone, and I wanted to test out how Marauder would do against them, and they got a few kills. I mean, I beat them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it might also be because I was a more skilled player, but they the dog got me a couple of times, and every time the dog got me, I was gone. Like it was GG.
You were using which class?
Marauder. I was using.
Did it actually? Was you using the Impetium core?
Yeah, I use Impediment Marauder.
Really?
Why wouldn't you use Impediment Marauder?
Oh yeah.
Because the dog can latch onto you. Like if the person's running around enough, running around corners, trying to avoid you.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll eventually catch up to you.
I think what I observed was because I was using a Marauder, and the other guy, even though he was deploying the dogs, I was using Impetium. So what I was doing was the dogs were coming to me. I flanked him and I just killed him, and dogs were dead anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, with the dogs, it's the main objectives. You really want to kill the handler of the dog, the person who's using the class, and they'll destroy the dog. But I mean, are the dogs great? I hear people talking about that the actual dogs need a buff. I even see comments saying that they should make the dog a one-shot dead, like the Dog 9. The dog isn't. I don't know if the Dog 9 is really a one-shot dead type. I would say like it grasps onto you better, and if you do not shake it off, you're pretty much dead. I mean, but you can shake it off. I mean, I did it. Yeah, I was doing it yesterday.
I think what would be a good suggestion for Game Loft is that when it catches the opponent, it's I think a bit too long, in my opinion. So what they should do is they should increase the damage that dog is doing to the enemy, but decrease the amount of time that it catches the opponent. It's very kind of annoying for me when you are pressing EE, but it's not leaving you alone, and the enemy gets you, right?
Well, the point. Okay, so you brought up a good point that the dog does not easily grasp onto your enemy. So I think the fact that it doesn't grasp really easily onto your enemy is a good thing, maybe. So and it's meant to be more of a distraction. Like, hey, don't get bit. Don't get bit by the dog. Excuse me. Don't get bit by the dog, and you can kill the enemy. But the dogs, I don't think, are meant to provide damage or really assist you in giving damage. They're meant to help you like subdue enemies. They're not. I don't think the purpose of them is to actually attack enemies for you. It's meant to just kind of subdue them, hold them down while you finish them off. So I guess what you're mentioning is something that would change the mechanics of change what the dog was intended to be used as. So that'd probably be.
I think it's more annoying when it catches you and you have to like wait for I think it's 2 seconds at least. 2 or 3 seconds.
Something like that. I don't know how it is on a PC, and I can't really speak for PC, but it's not super hard. But yeah, it gets onto you. You have a couple of seconds it's to shake it off.
I think it's on PC. It's even more fast-paced because especially if we talk about this rate. If the dog catches you, you are there for 3 seconds. And Streets is a very small map, and people, like 6 people running around you, once you are caught by the dog, you're definitely there.
Yeah.
because of the time it takes to release the dog.
But I don't know. I feel like the dog. Everyone mentions the dog, and I think the dog. I think the dog almost hurts you more because I mean, if a dog's around, you're gonna see someone around.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of. I think that I think we should play some scrims. What do you think?
Oh, why not?
Where should I go first? Should I go to Android or should I go to
Oh, let's go to Windows, I would say.
We can go to Windows first.
Okay.
And we'll go to Android afterwards. So let's start off with Windows. Just a second.
And yep, Sonic is mentioning it's a Recon plus this support class combination, the tracker class. I think, yeah, it is.
It's loading. I don't play PC, guys. I refuse to play on PC. I can't play PC. It's terrible. Can't do it. I'm terrible with keyboard and mouse. But I'll happily host games. There we go.
Yeah.
Is my name correct in
see
here?
How people are really good on the PC platform, at least. I'm not sure about the Android, but these players are really good.
So let's use Tracker. Let's start off with that. I want to see how people use just Tracker class.
Okay.
So the passkey is going to be, let's make it Hellfire. Let's do it. Homage to you, buddy. Should we allow all the weapons, or should we just allow the prestige? Is prestige really the clear best weapon?
I think allow every weapon, but only the tracker class. I want to try the sniper class, tier 4.
Armor tiers. I'm gonna allow all armor tiers, and I'll make it a 6v6. Yep. So this is on PC, guys. If you're on Windows, none of my. I need to have tracker first, don't I? Hold on a second. I forgot about that. I don't even look. I got a free pack. Hold on.
I think you should allow only tier 3 armor, so only the default armor of tracker class can be seen in the lobby.
And we see the pop up. All right. Okay, sweet. Now I can do it. You said only tier 3?
Yep,
sure.
Tier 3 armor and allow tracker class only.
Okay. Passkey is going to be Hellfire on PC.
Okay. We'll try the tier 4. Let's see what the sniper of this class can do.
Man, this game has so many classes. I remember when it used to be 4 classes, then they added support, and then they added all these. Goshly. So we're in tier 3 armor. Fast spawn, no. Military support, yes. Sweet. No, I don't want 5 credits up right now.
But I think there was only one class which annoyed a lot many people, which is Marauder.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the lobby.
All right, and I will also post the lobby in different server. I'm just spamming it in a bunch of servers now. Sweet. I'm just going to spec. Oh. And I'll invite players in the global chat. Why not?
It's going to be the same passkey. I can write it down. So
invite your friends. I don't know many PC players, so I can't help you there. I know everyone else. I can't even say I know any Android players.
Sonic's is there already.
I'm not playing, guys. I don't know why you guys are specking.
I think that's because you only allowed the tracker class.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's why not people.
Yeah,
Not many people.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. I think I have air risk on this account. I don't think it's a good idea.
Arrest? Oh,
That's it.
a second favorite weapon of this game
Is it?
after BSW.
I think they were supposed to introduce golden air risk too. By the way, that's it should have been introduced last update.
Oh yeah.
They're still working on it.
I was waiting for the golden arrest. It's something, to show off to your skills with the golden color.
And also the golden DBS. I use heavy sometimes in ESL. If especially in a close range, because sniper is more like mid range for me. I'll definitely switch to the DBS sometimes. So
Oh, it's the Tier 7, right?
yeah, it's a tier 7. Yeah.
It's a great weapon.
It is a good weapon. It's a great weapon. Yeah. I used to not like it because it had such a small clip size, but it's good now. I'm waiting for one more. I want it to be a 3v3. A space is on my server as well. I'm not gonna play.
Oh, I was a part of this Love Clan. They're really good guys from Germany.
Yeah, I made their logo.
They're really good guys, especially the Sheppy.
Should we start a 2v3?
Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah.
Screw it. Let's do it. I'm terrible. Don't you guys judge me from this. And those of you who judge me, just come see me on iOS. It'll be different. All right. Let's see.
You actually iOS player or the Android?
I'm an iOS player.
Ah.
Yup.
I tried the Android, but my hands are so bad, man. They're so big, my hands start blaming me after 5 minutes.
How do you move? Okay, you move like this. Move side to side like this. God, how do you sprint?
Shift.
Shift. What? Oh man, I'm like running into the wall. This is gonna be really bad. I'm sorry.
Hit him twice. Ah, great. He flanked me up. Where are you? And need help.
See what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't sprint at all. Maybe I should just walk slowly. I can't even. Oh man.
There's one on me. Oh damn.
See what I'm saying? I cannot play on PC. Since I'm so used to touch. I don't even really know the controls.
Oh, you need to get used to its sensitivity first. Okay. I think Twig is coming to me. I can hear it already.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good with a twig. I'm just gonna stay back here. I mean,
Okay. Oh, damn.
Like I said, I'm not gonna get any kills.
You should use the sniper gun of this.
I don't have I only have air risk and like no armor and no cores. This is like an account that I've like not really played in. Sorry, yeah, I'm not I don't know how to use these keys. It'd be equivalent to me. Actually, it's even worse. It's even worse than me like giving you a phone and saying, "Hey, play on this phone." I just don't play.
Yeah, a guy with Twig is already grinding us.
Yeah.
It's a really good weapon, especially for the headshots,
Yeah.
It's
He's using it really well.
Yeah.
Also, we're on tier 3 as well. So then I kind of think about, oh, look at me. I'm going to die in a second.
Okay, they're on the right side.
They're on the left side. I couldn't even kill that guy just staring at me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn. I don't think we can compete a sniper rifle with versus the Twig. Oh, 1 HP.
I said for me, it's just Yep.
I feel like they're trolling you.
What can I say? I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna spec this guy. Yeah, this one is not even a match.
Oh yeah, dog did work this time.
Huh?
Yeah, in the close
I'm
range.
gonna exit the match. I should have used a controller too. I mean, even because that'd be better than me doing what I'm doing right now.
Oh damn! I get it. I get it. Now this is the point where the melee boost ability comes in. He was
what?
knifing, and he was knifing someone, and you know they give you the health boost when you knife someone.
Hmm.
So I shot at him 3 times with the DMR, and I still couldn't kill him.
I don't think I can join again. I think it's almost over.
Oh yeah, it. Oh, I think my game. Oh, it worked.
Still won't be good with this, guys, but oh, see, it's already started. Oh well. But
If you want, we can leave the lobby.
I already left it.
Ah, okay. You planning to make a new one?
Yeah, I'll make one more. With everything allowed.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, with everything allowed. I'll make one more. I'm gonna spectate this time. Okay. I'm not a player for at least Windows, and allow all armor tiers too.
Oh yeah, why not?
Passkey is gonna be Hellfire again. There we go. That's it.
Oh, you're gonna block the Marauder or not?
I allowed everything.
Okay.
Yeah. You sound so scared every time you hear Marauder. I hear it.
I don't know about Android, but on PC, the problem is the class is fast. The weapons rate of fire and how it works is fast, and it's really hard to control the Marauder, especially in the close range.
Well, I use gyroscope, so.
I mean, if I use Marauder, I can get a good score as well, but I kind of don't like it running around no scoping people.
You mean hipfire? Is that what you mean?
Yep. Yeah. But I think it would be a great feature with Marauder if you can actually zoom in.
I don't think so. I disagree with you completely. I think that if you zoom in Marauder, you are going to break. It's broken. I mean, it's already accurate. It's already really accurate at hipfire. Imagine it when aiming in.
Oh, that's the actually solution to this class. I'm already working on a project that.
I think.
Have you played the Max Payne game in the old times?
The which one?
Max Payne.
I don't think so. I don't know what that is.
That game, if you play, you would know how good the Marauder can be with the 2 weapons in the hand.
I think that adding aim capabilities would do a couple of things that I don't think would be good. One, it would remove what Marauder's meant to be. Marauder's meant to be a dual wielding weapon like individual that runs in and can create huge damage and take people out.
Yeah.
2, the weapons are really good already. We've already mentioned that they're at some point overpowered.
Yeah. They're insane, right?
So imagine someone being able to aim down, aim down crevices, take their time, and destroy everyone.
I think it will take me like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm working on a project about a few suggestions for the game log. So the class is still lethal, but in a way that you need some sort of skill to use it. Because right now, I think just aim at the head of opponents and keep clicking left click, and it does the job for you.
I think I don't know if the. I'm just gonna start it. I don't think if the I don't think the mechanics of the class need to change. I think that they just need to nerf the weapons. Like it's pretty straightforward. But nerf the weapons in a different way. Like be more creative about it because
Exactly.
you don't want to
Exactly.
you don't want to mess with the not integrity, but like you don't want to change what the class was meant to be.
I think that's actually the problem because
Okay.
Gameloft do not wanna lose the Marauder. I mean, they are saying that they want the Marauder to be a class what they meant it to be. But what people are asking to nerf it, which I think is not a good thing to tell Gameloft.
how do you change someone's how do you change the look at someone's camera on PC?
I think press space. Space, not escape.
I'm pressing space.
And try the mouse wheel as well, scrolling wheel.
Okay. That's not what I wanted, but I see what. Here it is. You just changed the wheel. Is there a way to click though? There is a way to click, right?
What do you mean by click?
Like use your mouse and select a spectator, right?
Yeah. But usually, if I remember correctly, it's the space button by which you can scroll through.
It.
Come on, give me some time.
Nope, that made it worse. That made it worse.
Are you having some problem?
Yeah, I am. I don't know how to select a.
Wait, let me see what you're going through. Okay, and
All it does is change.
yeah, keep pressing it. I think it should work. Come on.
Nope.
Okay, let me go through these settings.
How do you use your mouse? That's all my question.
Oh, just what do you mean by mouse?
How do you use your mouse like the actual clicker, like the actual mouse, like in my hand? How do you like click on it? Is there a way to click on it?
Did you try the scroll wheel?
Yeah, man,
On
I'm
the
using
mouse?
the scroller right now. I told you
It's
I was.
not working.
Nope.
Let me see what the.
Is it how do you actually use your mouse on the? Because there's a way to actually like enable your mouse to be used in the game.
Wait, I'm not sure.
Never mind. I figured it out.
Yeah, it worked.
I figured it out.
I just saw the screen.
All right.
Oh, great. There is a bad guy in the game.
You got to pick it up, man.
Oh, I was going through the controls for you.
Yeah, no. Your score was 1-5 before we had this call.
Okay, I will try to do good this time.
I think Space is gonna help me out. Space just messaged me.
Yeah. Space is the key, if I remember correctly.
Press C. Thank you, Space. God bless you, man. That's all I was asking. Thank you.
Come on.
All right, that's all I wanted to know. Golly. Score this gun. He did well last game, by the way. He's using Morph, LAK.
He's a very old player in this game.
Is he?
He's kind of he plays ESL a lot, so.
Wish there's a way to see like the dog tag of people. Usually, like on iOS, whenever you spec someone, you can you can actually like see their dog tag and everything, like their stats and stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, you are not seeing it?
No, I'm just seeing the screen of people playing.
It should be on the right side, but honestly, I'm not sure because I never used the spectate feature. It was a long time before, and you could do stuff with this space.
What are you using? Are you using Sniper? Oh man.
Yeah.
This guy using LSN. Are you using Werewolf Armor with the Sniper?
Yeah.
It's probably part of your problem.
I don't think you have observed that the tier 4 weapon of Morph class is going really good this time. The
Is
rate
using
of
tier
fire
4?
is it's so when you are scoped in, the rate of fire goes insanely high.
I didn't know that. I'm going to try it out.
Oh, you should try it. You will understand.
All right. Let's see.
Because the first time I saw him using, I was like, "What? Are you using something or what?" But it was just this gun, and that's the rate of fire without the 10% increase in rate
Scroll
of
wheel
fire.
and press space. Thanks, guys, for in the comments for helping me out. All right. So, I think let's switch over to Android.
Ah,
Switch straight to
this is the
Android.
time where
Easy peasy. Have
I
not
can
been on
see
Android
what's
for.
going on the stream.
Yep. I'm gonna create a match. Hopefully, did I close it? Let me close MC5. There we go. Can't have like 10 versions of this game going. I'm gonna pick a map like Vantage.
Vantage and Scrambled, my favorite maps.
Are they?
Yeah. I love the way Vantage is designed. The lighting and stuff, it's really good. Vantage and the museum. There are a lot of details there.
You know what? I might do a giveaway. So this is gonna be for all platforms, guys. This will be for let's say 500 credits. Let's make this for 500 credits. Let's do a giveaway. Screw it. And you can't participate, Hellfire. I'm sorry.
I can watch you. That's fine. You didn't practice anyway, so.
I'm trying to think of something that's not super easy. I mean, you can look it up, but oh, I got it. What is the name of the secondary ability of Tracker that you can activate? And whenever you give the response, you need to give your platform and your dog tag. 500 credits. Let's go on ahead. I'm waiting to see. I'm looking at the comments and seeing who's going to get it. Oh, man. Customize match. Let's allow everything. I'll allow all armors. I think it was more interesting then. Passkey is going to be Hellfire on Passkey is going to be Hellfire on Android platform, guys. So, yeah, if someone even comments regarding it. I don't see anyone commenting on it. Ooh. And I see my, I think my connection's lagging a little bit right now too.
That's also because you're sharing the screen with me. I think that it can help you out if you.
Yeah, I'll disconnect it. Let's stop the screen sharing. Boom. Let's see if that helps. It's still creating the game for me. That's crazy. Let's try again. Alright. If we can. Sweet. I think it's still creating the game, but wow. Maybe we won't be doing scrims on Android. Because it's not working.
You should try to contact your think it's problem with your device, not the game.
Is it? That's it. I think I actually haven't tried creating scrims on here. I don't play on Android. I still do iOS.
You're iOS player. You should be there.
Yeah, I told you that.
Because I think something is wrong with the device right now.
That might be it. Yeah, so I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anyone. Servers are temporarily overloaded. Let me try restarting my game. I'll try restarting this application.
Yep.
I'll try restarting my application to see if that's the problem.
Okay. Are you using the emulator?
Yeah, I have to. I don't have an Android device. If I can. Having serious issues with the size of this thing too. It resets. All right, let's try it again. If it doesn't work, so be it. I'm surprised no one's actually.
Something is going wrong with your emulator.
No. I think it's gonna be okay. I just need to recreate it. I just need to refresh my my emulator. It'll be fine. No one's responded to the question. Sweet. I'll take 500 credits.
No, I think someone has answered your.
Did they?
Yeah. So I think it's legit. It's not a. You don't get banned for that.
You don't get banned. You do not get banned for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's because he did not own an Android device, so he had to do it through the emulator.
Did he? Yeah. All I have access to is same guys. Passkey is going to be the same. This will probably be my only match for Android today. I might do another one. My question, guys, was someone has to give me their platform, and in the chat, some people stop DMing me on Discord. In the chat, give me your platform, your dog tag, and answer the question: what is the secondary skill that tracker has? What is the name of it? Yeah. So whoever gives me all that information at once gets it first. Any of the chats, I'm actually looking at all of them right now. And I did create the match. So again, passkey Hellfire, guys. Did he answer me already?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see. He did answer me. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. All right, Hunter. I got you. He got it right. The ability is called track.
It's your buddy from iOS. It's your buddy from iOS.
Lol. And sweet. I got you, man. You got that coming towards you. Okay. Let's see if I can I think a couple of people it'll work, Hunter. I hope it works. You're funny. Do another question. I'll do one more question, and that's it. Sonic on Android. That's funny.
Yeah.
I wonder who that is.
It's the same guy.
I know it is. I'm trying to see what else. We covered this during the podcast. So this is the last question. Again, give me your dog tag, your platform, and just respond in the chat. And if I miss it, do what Hunter did and just tell me, hey, you missed it. What is the I hope I'm saying this correctly. The largest scope for the Tier 7 tracker weapon. What is the largest scope available for the Tier 7 tracker weapon? Biggest sized. There you go. Whoever can tell me that first, we'll get it. I don't see any people on Android. That's crazy. Thought I'd see a little more. And make sure you give me your platform and dog tag as well. Hunter, give someone another chance, man. Appreciate it, though.
Sonic, are you sure?
I might just start this 1v1 and call it a day, since I don't see many Android players on. I'll just say, hey, come join this live stream.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anyone else responding with their dog tagging.
There's some people on Facebook page. You should look. Is the answer true?
I know the answer to it, and people are getting it wrong. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like everyone's wrong on it. I'm not trying to be funny, because I'm looking at their responses.
Like Facebook people and the YouTube people are having two different answers.
So, lol. Everyone's answers are wrong, man. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna start this match just so we have something to talk about while we're watching it.
Sonic, come on, you're the great sniper. You should know it better.
Just for the tier... Okay, guys, question again, just because I feel like everyone's getting it wrong. I mean, you have like 5 seconds to go look. What is the largest scope for the Tier 7 tracker sniper?
The VRT weapon.
Yeah, the VRT.
Oh, and I hear already a dog behind you.
Yeah, I know, right?
You should
I'm just gonna literally just keep the credits.
Oh, damn.
Let me see.
I think the reason why many people are getting it wrong is because
Some people are getting it right. They're just not giving me their dog tag and platform, so I discredit it. I ignore it completely. I love how I'm just watching these guys 1v1 with tracker. Oh, it's because I only allowed tracker. That's probably why I didn't get a lot of people. I forgot about that. Whoopsie.
Rip.
Okay. Like, people are... There we go. Thank you. Steve MC5 got it.
Yep.
Took forever. Jeez. It's a 10-time scope, guys. It's look at it. It's right there. It's 10 times scope. And people who did give me the correct answer, some of you guys gave it to me correctly, but you didn't give me your dog tag or your platform, so I couldn't help you. With that, that's a shame.
Some people are just too late on the Facebook page.
All right, that's going to be the only credits I think I'm going to give away today. Maybe I'll give more. We'll see. I'll think about it. I might give it to no problem, Steve. I got you covered, man. I already got it. I got it sent in. I'm doing it while I'm speaking. PT7 on the tier 1. I've tried that before. Okay. Depending on how many players play, I might award some credits to the top performing player in the next match. Give Android some love. Yeah, Hunter, you were correct. I'm looking at your response. Hunter, you're completely correct. It's just I didn't want you to win two times in a row. So
I think the why people are getting wrong answers because most people do not have it in their inventory.
True.
It's a seven weapon. And
oh yeah, you have to actually have it. That's true. Well, there we go. We mentioned it though in the beginning of the podcast or towards the middle of it.
Yeah. And there is no 4x scope available to it yet.
So, not yet.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the E24, except the E24 I think has a better rate of fire, if I remember correctly, or higher rate of fire. So, yep. This 1v1 is going to take a while. I think, guys, but I think I'm going to leave this match. Let's just take it a while. I'm going to create an open lobby completely. This is going to be my last match for Android. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, man, but, I mean, they're scoping in on Android.
It's hard.
Yeah, see, Hunter, see? Exactly. Hunter said he knew the answer because he listened to the podcast. I was like, thank you. That's the point. I'm going to pick... I'll pick Streets again. It's a... Maybe not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pick Scramble. Custom match will allow everything. I want to see how everything goes. I think what I'm gonna do is depending on how many people play this match, probably the top performing player. It could be either one of the teams. You don't have to win. Will get credits. Did I put the passkey as Hellfire? Do you remember that? If I did, I don't remember.
Yep.
I did.
I did.
I'm doing so much right now. I'll make it a 5v5 because I think that a 6v6 is a little hectic. That's good. I said it too fast, Hunter. That's good. All right. There we go. So I said that here. Pass is going to be Hellfire. Top performing player gets it. Gets 500 creds. If I even get anyone. Well, it looks like I'm the top performing player right now in that match. If it only has 2 people, I'm not going to even continue it. I'm just going to gonna call it a day. We'll probably try again next time. A lot of people don't know that I was going on Android this time. So, yep. I want it to be a nice full. Actually, wait. It has to be a 5v5. Let's do it. Use whatever. I don't care what you use.
I think.
Wow, this is an old friend list. Like most of these guys probably don't even play anymore. Wow, that's crazy. I just started looking at this. A lot of these guys probably don't. There's Radu. A lot of people probably don't even play anymore.
Didn't know Radu was iOS player, Android.
Apparently he is.
Okay. Because I'm a Windows player, I expect everyone to play it in Windows.
Yeah, I'm some more surprised, but there are a lot of lobbies going on right now in Android. Sniper 1v1. Ooh. I don't want to broadcast these people 1v1. Some people have bad days.
I think you should go back to Windows. You will find enough players there.
For real though, I might just do that instead.
I think Windows is the most active platform.
You told me that before. I didn't believe you, but now I'm starting to believe you.
The community, I think I'm not sure because I have never been to Android or iOS, but I think PC community is more active and they're better.
So something I've noticed about the PC community is they're more active in like Discord and stuff. Like I have conversations with PC players all the time. All right. So what map do you want to use, man? You could win this too if you're the top performing player. I don't care. We'll do Scramble. How about that? You said you liked it earlier, right?
Vantage was.
Let's do Vantage.
I think Vantage is kind of my favorite map.
I like it. I like Vantage a lot. I like it better than I thought I would whenever they introduced it. All right. Custom match. Allowing everything. Everything's allowed, man, so good luck.
Oh, you're scaring me out already.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. You should be. It'll be fine. Passkey's Hellfire, guys. Whoever is the best performing player gets 500 credits. It is going to be on Windows. Change it to Windows. Sweet. We already have people joining. They want him. Ugh. I'm going to spectate. I will not play. I refuse to play this time. Top player who joins.
Is it one surf? I think it's one surf. Not sure.
It's about to be full soon. I already see it.
I told you.
I'm surprised.
you're out of 2 people.
We're full now. All right, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, KXM. Let's do it next time.
I better say don't leave, guys. Okay, guys, ready? I guess we're ready. Lol, people accidentally leaving. That sucks. Let's do it.
No, Sonic, I'm not a big fan of Recon.
Hey man,
come on,
you better adjust. You better pull out Marauder or something.
Not a big fan of Marauder. My game crashed. I will be joining the lobby again. I hope I find this space.
You game crash? That sucks, man. Did a lot of people's games crash? Oh no, people are joining. I'm gonna watch Space. Look at him. Space has no shame. I love it. Just use Marauder straight out of the bat. That's fine. Hey, whatever. Hey, Hunter, I use an XS Max. I play on my iPhone. I play with gyroscope 75% sensitivity. I lowered it. It used to be 100, and then everything else is 100 sensitivity. But I do play on an iPhone.
Okay, there's something wrong going on with my...
It's full. Someone joined.
Ah, rip.
I know, right? I think someone thinks Tracker sucks. They name themselves Tracker sucks.
I think that's because some other class is a bit overpowered than the Tracker. But I think they did a good job with the weapons and especially the concept on Ethereal is... I think, in my opinion, Ethereal should be the prestige weapon.
Which one?
Ethereal's 3s6 weapon. I loved that weapon.
I'm trying to see how you see someone's dog tag in this. How do you see someone's dog tag in a match? Is there a way to see it?
There is actually a way. I'm not sure why you are not getting it.
Yeah, I do not see it at all.
I can check it for you. Let's go for the settings.
So right now the top performing player is... It's not about the amount of kills, by the way. It's about the KD. The top performing player is Hans. Performing. Notice I said performing. I didn't say the one of the most kills. So technically Hans is the top performing player right now. But that can be... Actually, no, it changed already. This gun.
I'm pretty sure Sonic is gonna get it.
Is that Sonic, this gun?
Not the Hans guy. This Sonic is a Sonic.
Yeah, he's doing the best right now.
I hope we do not start using Marauder.
I don't care if he uses Marauder.
If you use, then it's a 100% chance that he's gonna get it. Because there are 2 things.
That's the thing. You don't have to win this match. I wanted to make it fair in case the teams were uneven.
His aim is good and his ping is also good. So it's a 2-way combination. Gives him a good hand on other people in the opponents. Why is it not showing? It controls.
I would host another match, guys. But the problem is, it's time for me. Uh-oh. Am I about to disconnect from the match? Looks like I might be.
Oh, yep.
It disconnected me. Well, that's unfortunate. If someone could send me a screenshot of the match, then that's good enough for me.
Oh yeah, disconnect. So
Might be my internet. Who knows?
We are not screen sharing Twitch, right?
No, we're not. And I can't view it. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, if someone could send me a screenshot of that match, that'd be great on Discord. Ugh.
I can get the screenshot for you.
Yeah, if Sonic or someone's in there, Sonic, Surf, Space, send me the screenshot. Y'all, you guys have my Discord. Well, I guess that's it, guys. Thank you, Hellfire, for being on here with me today, man. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And for guys, for those of you who want to look at some good content, like I said, this guy's a new content creator. He has some really high quality videos, really detailed. Check him out. Just type in Hellfire, I think MC5, and you'll find him. Like I did. Yeah, he's like the first one. And check him out. Subscribe to him. Stay tuned for next week. I plan to do giveaways as well next week. And I think it should be fun. We'll have some scrims and whatnot. Yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you, Hellfire. I'll see you guys in a week, okay? All right.
See you, man.